Didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Love lives on inside.
Goes on forever. Right down this little hill is where we would sled down there. When I was taking home, we sit right at the bottom of this tiny little hill.
Around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question.
It was August 21st of 1996, and I set my alarms for that morning, and I snoozed it. Obviously summer vacation, kids like to sleep in, and by the time I woke up and finally called Trudy's house phone, I got no answer, so I continuously called throughout the whole day, still no answer. And it was later on that evening that her dad got a hold of us at my grandparents, because he realized I had called so many times and Trudy was not home. She had taken care of her dogs, which was not normal. She would take care of those dogs every day, twice a day, around noon and then again around 3:30, no matter what we were doing. And in the pit of my stomach, I just got this feeling that somebody had her. Trudy's father, Dennis, called the police after he had spoken to me and a few other neighbor kids. None of us had heard from her or seen her all day. And I would say that probably would have been around sometime between 6 and 7 at night, maybe. Okay. And then it was about 48 hours later when they finally decided they were going to start looking for her, because back then they classified a child of that age, or teenagers, preteens and teenagers, as just runaways. So they waited 48 hours, and they finally started talking to everybody, and they insinuated that she ran away, that I knew where she was. Had flyers made up. We didn't have social media or anything back then. So we had dial-up internet and Yahoo Messenger, and that was about it. So we made flyers. A bunch of people came together as a community. We took them door to door to businesses, houses, did everything that we could possibly think of to do back then. And then last year they released the name of the main suspect slash person of interest that was supposedly last seen alive with Trudy on the day she disappeared. They got a tip from a source that they saw this man, William Ed Smith, with Trudy Appleby in his car. Probably late morning, early afternoon, the same day that she went missing, so August 21st of 1996. And we didn't find that out until last year. And the person that finally came out with that last year had been questioned many times on Trudy's case. Her dad has always said since day one that when they find out who did it, he's probably going to know who they are because he had a lot of acquaintances. And he's been naming people since the beginning. But unfortunately, with no evidence, there's not a whole lot you can do. And why someone waited 21 years to come forward and say, oh yeah, I did see her in this vehicle with this man, when in the past kept denying, didn't see her, didn't hear from her. She had asked her dad, I believe the night before, if she could go swimming with their family of William Ed Smith the next day, and he had told her no. So we personally believe that they showed up at her house anyways, and more than likely said, oh yeah, we already talked to your dad, he said it was okay, and that she got in a car with someone she trusted with every intention on returning home later that day, and unfortunately that never happened.
Back in 1996, the house is obviously now gone. So what we did is we brought cadaver dogs from Canine Search Solutions in Wisconsin. She's actually certified law enforcement. She's a police officer in Madison, Wisconsin PD, and then they use cadaver dogs. So we brought the cadaver dogs down here today. Both dogs indicated they're trained to indicate to the presence of human decomposition. Both cadaver dogs indicated to the presence of human decomposition. That doesn't specifically mean Trudy Appleby. It's important to note that there's a battle here in 1814 for the Battle of 1812, Native American grounds. Anybody could have been buried.
Don't mean she wasn't here though.
Yeah. So what we did is we dug very deep, over 5 feet deep, into the ground to look for evidence. We recovered items that will be processed for evidentiary value. We did not find any human remains. We did not find anything that we can specifically say was related to Trudy Appleby, but we did find items that we're going to process for evidence.
Yeah.
We do.
Are you really from the name?
Were we there?
What's that?
Whipple.
Yep,
Yep, that's who it is. Yep.
Back
And
in
Ed lived right there.
1996.
Do you know why the home was torn down?
It
It
was
was
raised by
condemned.
the county in 2004.
Does that make
Ed
Whipple a
lived-
person
I
of
mean,
interest?
Dave lived there. Ed lived right over there. Billy lived right there. Their family, they're connected.
Yep.
It's all connected.
So
Trudy was here once.
the dog did key to some sort of human composition. They did indicate there was some sort of sign of decomposition.
That's correct.
Both of them.
Both
But
dogs.
no signs of human remains.
No signs of human remains.